Here's Namaste special report today. A very impressive report, I would say, news report in Express. And I'm bringing this out to you through newsDotz. Often you must have noticed that your relatives, family, friends who are senior citizen, when it comes to going ahead with a fixed deposit or maybe depositing some savings in the bank account, they go with the accounts where the interest rate is really high. Or if it is FD, the interest rate is very high. In all such cases, generally you'll find that cooperative banks, their interest rates are better than nationalized banks. And hence people generally go to these banks. So the focus is interest of people is connected with the interest of bank. Now the second interest is the money which you're going to get on your deposit or savings. Now the context of this is connected with this report. March 18th, the chairman of HDFC Bank, Atanu Chakraborty, he resigned. While resigning, he made a very, I would say, a pertinent or important statement. The statement was, certain happenings and practices within the bank are not in congruence with the personal values and ethics. So he made it clear that something is not right at the bank. However, shortly after this resignation, when Reserve Bank of India came with its statement, it said that basis a periodical assessment, there are no material concerns on record as regards to the conduct or governance. The point is, banks, RBI said, there's nothing on record, means there's no formal complaint. It did not say that there was any concern raised by Atanu Chakraborty, who was the then chairman of the bank. Means there was something, but it did not come out that time. Now, as per this report, something has been camouflaged, and camouflaged means what it looks like, the facts are not actually in that way. So, as per the report, what has happened is MSRDC, one of the very important, I would say, wing of Maharashtra government's infrastructure side. Now, this company is engaged into all the majority of the big infra projects of Maharashtra. For example, Samruddhi Highway. So, they are into development of all these infrastructure projects. Samruddhi Highway. MSRDC would acquire the land, disburse the money to the farmers or the people whose land has been taken up by MSRDC for the Samruddhi Highway or any such project. So this is called as land acquisition. X amount of this rate is confirmed by Maharashtra government, and accordingly, as per the share of the land parcel which has been taken up by MSRDC, the amount gets disbursed by MSRDC. But in all this process, which can take months and can take year also, the amount, the money which has been given by government to MSRDC remains in a bank account. Now, MSRDC has an option to decide which bank account the money can be put in. The money can sit, because it's not about 100, 200 crores. It's about thousands crores, because these projects are of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 crore projects. In this particular case, while HDFC was having a senior representatives of HDFC, when they have had a conversation with MSRDC top team, they said, as per this, the HDFC's interest rate was, for the savings was 3.5%. As per MSRD's representative, they said, in market, there are other options where they are getting 6% of interest rate. That's pretty logical, because there are banks who are offering around 6% of this, and the cases where the deposit is such a big number. Here it was around 10,000 crore plus. So in this case, HDFC assured them that we'll do it. So this has happened in FY 22, 23, 24, 25. Last two financial years. So what has happened is, whatever money has been deposited in the savings account of MSRDC at HDFC, the basic 3.5% of deposit of the interest was paid directly by the bank. However, the remaining part of the money, which as per the report is around 45 crores, 45 crores has been given in total 2 financial years. X amount in first financial year 22-23 and remaining Y 23-24. So what, as per the report, what bank has done is, they have utilized the channel of the marketing department and showed this interest as an amount going for CSR initiative for the road safety drives. Often when you drive, you'll find some initiatives either by media companies, banks, or some government institutions, road safety, Ped Lagao, all that. But the big game which is happening behind this in this particular case was the money has gone to different vendors of MSRDC in the guise of interest. So, as per the vigilance report, which has been referred in this Express news report, this money has gone to some vendors of MSRDC. Now, my question is, viewers, do you think these vendors must have given this money to MSRDC? It doesn't happen in India or anywhere. If the money has gone to a private entity, why would they send this money to MSRDC? And if they transact this money to MSRDC, it would be transferred in what kind of contexts? So my question here is where this money has actually gone from the account of these four vendors. It needs to be probed. What action HDFC Bank and government authorities would take on the senior officials of HDFC Bank like CMO, CFO, CEO who were knowing this happening? Because if you talk about integrity, transparency, all this big jargons in your website, this needs to be followed on ground too, which has not happened as per the report. So government must take action in this particular case. And Maharashtra government must initiate an inquiry of the people who are connected to the MSRDC and were directly connected with this case. Till then, Tikam Shekhawat for newsDotz. Thank you so much.